Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about massive news of how HBAR may be set to power Ghana. So before we talk about the main story today, I'd like to show you a clip which features a annual get-together involving the Turkey Bar Association. So the Turkey Bar Association is an organisation centred around a number of lawyers across Turkey, where there's about 70,000 lawyers part of this association, which is composed of 79 Turkish bar associations. So during the annual get-together of the Turkey Bar Association, there was a number of discussions surrounding how the legal sector within Turkey could improve and how innovations and technologies could be incorporated and utilised to improve the seamlessness and actualisation of law infrastructure and legislation across the wider Turkey marketplace. So during the annual get-together, there was a talk and discussion surrounding how blockchain utility could be harnessed into the legal sector within Turkey, and during the segment there was actually a mention of Hedera's Hashgraph technology and how Hashgraph technology comes with a number of benefits which puts it ahead compared to other DLTs, and how the benefits of Hashgraph could be harnessed and incorporated and utilized for legal infrastructure across the wider Turkish marketplace.
Biliyorsunuz neden her şeyi patentlediniz diye soruyorlar. Onlar da yavaş yavaş biz patentleri açacağız artık, bunlardan dolayı hak talep etmeyeceğiz gibi bir iddiaları var ama halen öyle bir şey yapmadılar. Buna ilişkin gelişme yapmaya çalışıyorlar. Hashgraph'in farkı ise gossip protokolünün üstüne gossip about gossip dedikleri bir sistem ekliyorlar. Bu da mutabakatı çok hızlandırıyor. Ne demek istiyorum? Dedikodu yapıyor, gene aynı şekilde dedikodu sistemini kullanıyor ama aynı zamanda dedikodunun anlık durumunun dedikodusunu yapıyor. Böylece dedikodunun kimlere ulaştığını, çoğunluk tarafından kabul edilip edilmediğini zaman damgasıyla elde edebiliyor. Bu da normal eski versiyon deck diyelim en azından, onlara göre bir üstünlük sağlıyor. Bir de
So as detailed in the previous clip, Hashgraph technology comes with a number of benefits and utilities which puts it ahead over other DLTs, and the utility of Hashgraph technology could be harnessed into the legal sector within Turkey. So one aspect by which Hashgraph technology could be harnessed is how Hashgraph and an extension Hedera comes with a number of benefits, especially in terms of high scalability, high immutability and high security. So especially in regards to the immutability and security synonymous with Hashgraph technology, these key benefits and characteristics will mean that information, especially surrounding legal legislation and legal details, could be logged quite securely and seamlessly through Hashgraph. So these key and intrinsic qualities could make it highly attractive and could lead to Hashgraph becoming more widely ingrained and utilized across the legal sector within Turkey. So something to keep an eye on, and it'll be interesting to see whether the association and the legal framework across Turkey do choose to implement blockchain and DLT and even Hashgraph into their framework and infrastructure. So very interesting. So I'd like to also talk about how the Hedera Mainnet has actually passed over 22 billion transactions. So this all goes back to the number of transactions authorized on Hedera, where upon the authorization of 22 billion transactions on the overarching Hedera Mainnet, the TPS on the Hedera Mainnet was around 1,560 transactions per second. So with the high degree of scalability and high throughput associated with Hedera's mainnet, it makes no surprise as to how 22 billion transactions have been authorized on Hedera. So with 22 billion transactions authorized on Hedera, this makes Hedera the most widely utilized DLT on the marketplace. So it goes to show the benefits Hedera provides, especially in regards to its high throughput, and also this figure also indicates how the scalability offered by Hedera makes it a highly attractive proposition, especially for organizations who are choosing to and potentially build an infrastructure which will improve their scalability, transparency, throughput and potentially security. So with all of these innate qualities which are highly desired, these qualities could be leveraged and incorporated and utilized through the benefits of Hedera. So something to keep an eye on again, and how these highly attractive propositions could lead to more organizations turning to Hedera. So this again is a live view of how the TPS surrounding Hedera is speeding up, and how the TPS of Hedera has led to the scalability and the number of transactions authorized on Hedera increasing quite substantially. And again, this puts it ahead over the vast majority of other DLTs on the marketplace. So very exciting for Hedera. So let's talk about the main story today. So the MTech CEO, Carmel Cadet, actually made a huge announcement yesterday where she actually detailed as to how the Bank of Ghana announcing that they are selecting MTech's Web3 based and API-led CBDC solution for its ECEDI hackathon at the Money and DeFi Summit. So this is extremely exciting and bullish for MTech as a whole, where during the ECEDI hackathon event, the actual event went into discussions surrounding how financial infrastructure and how a CBDC across the wider Ghanaian marketplace will have to be leveraged and incorporated and enhanced. So with the benefits and the utility surrounding CBDC infrastructure and the potential utility of DLT across the wider financial infrastructure and marketplace within Ghana, this is quite substantial and quite exciting, especially in the case of MTech and potentially for Hedera, where MTech actually has a direct affiliation with Hedera and actively has built its CBDC pilot infrastructure on Hedera. So this means that the likes of the Bank of Ghana, who have announced that they are set to use MTech's CBDC solution, will invariably lead to the bank also indirectly using Hedera's network, where MTech's CBDC platform is built on Hedera's Hashgraph innovation and technology. So very exciting, and this all goes back to again how the Bank of Ghana and the overarching Ghanaian marketplace are set to roll out their given CBDC and digital CEDI infrastructure for over 30 million individuals across the Ghanaian marketplace. So with an abundant number of individuals across the wider Ghanaian marketplace potentially utilising and leveraging the Ghanaian CBDC, this only spells good news for all individuals within Ghana, where the potential utility of a CBDC infrastructure in this sense will improve the scalability and also improving the seamlessness of transactions across Ghana. And this all goes back to Hedera, where with the Bank of Ghana implementing MTech's CBDC infrastructure and in extension Hedera's network, this will see synonymous utilities in Hedera. So what does this all mean for HBAR token holders? So if the public, well, it's likely that the public variant of Hedera's network will be utilized, this will see increases in the demand for HBAR, where HBAR will be at the center of validating and verifying transactions in the form of CBDC transactions, and potentially over the long run this may see synonymous increases to the price of HBAR, especially as the utility of Hedera's network continues to progress, and if Hedera is indirectly utilized into a CBDC infrastructure across the wider Ghanaian marketplace, which in extension could lead to millions of individuals using this payment infrastructure in the foreseeable future and potentially over the long run. So very exciting, and it'll be interesting to see how this development impacts MTech, the Ghanaian marketplace, and Hedera. So another exciting development I actually saw and was actually highlighted by Carmel Cadet was how she actually stated to how the event, the ECEDI event in Ghana, is sponsored by a number of highly accredited and highly esteemed organizations, including MTech, the HBAR Foundation, Hedera, the Bank of Ghana, and what I found most interesting was the Dutch government Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So very exciting, and it's interesting that the Dutch government is getting involved in this initiative and development, and it could lead to the Dutch government potentially eyeing and conducting their own research surrounding how their own payment and fintech infrastructure could be improved, where, as I mentioned, the Bank of Ghana is seeking to leverage and implement MTech's infrastructure and an extension Hedera's protocol. So with potentially the Dutch government potentially having a view and being more acclimatized and having a greater insight about how the likes of Hedera's infrastructure could be utilized across the Ghanaian marketplace, this could lead to the Dutch government choosing to leverage Hedera themselves. So very interesting. Again, this is just speculation at the time, but I found it very interesting that the Dutch government were at this event and we'll see how things progress over time. So another tweet I'd like to bring to your attention again was provided by Zepsi, where he actually detailed again to the event that the MTech team featured at, where during the event they spoke about how the payment infrastructure across the wider Ghanaian marketplace and African marketplace could improve through the utility of DLT, where especially in the likes of Ghana and the wider African continent marketplace, there's a lot of individuals in this region that are unbanked. So with DLT, including the likes of Hedera, coming with a number of benefits in terms of allowing for individuals to authorize transactions without the utility of a given bank account, this adds to another potential utility of Hedera's infrastructure and could lead to Hedera being more incorporated and utilized for banking services, especially for the unbanked in Africa. So another development I'd like to talk about is how the Metaverse infrastructure and platform on Hedera Metaverse is actually conducting their own research surrounding how their innovations could be incorporated and utilized through Hedera's infrastructure, where Metaverse is actually conducting research for low-code editing infrastructure, 3D creation of spatial web services, and full JavaScript support. So with these key benefits and intrinsic qualities attached to Metaverse services, this is another exciting initiative Hedera is at the center of, and it adds to another growing list of developments and industries which are actively harnessing and incorporating Hedera's use cases into their own fabric. So with a number of industries around the world choosing to potentially leverage Hedera's infrastructure for their own use cases, this will invariably lead to increases in the transaction validation which occurs on Hedera, and as a result this will seemingly lead to increases to the price of HBAR, especially over the long run, and as more organizations and industries choose to leverage and harness Hedera's services. So another tweet I'd like to bring to your attention again is provided by Zepsi, where he actually highlighted to the highly attractive features of Hedera, especially Hedera's fixed fees in terms of the creation of given tokens, and also in regards to transaction validation fees. So with the fixed nature surrounding the fees synonymous with the utility of Hedera's network, this again puts Hedera ahead over the vast majority of other DLTs on the marketplace, where as compared to other DLTs on the marketplace, the means by which transactions and the potential creation and minting of tokens on these given DLTs are not fixed as they are with Hedera. So there's a lot more fluctuations in the utility of these given DLTs. So with the number of key benefits surrounding Hedera's network in terms of its fixed nature, this will lead to Hedera becoming a potentially more attractive proposition for more developers to build their infrastructure on, and as a result this is another attractive proposition which could lead to Hedera's use cases increasing even further. So this is a really attractive way of demonstrating the number of organizations which have a direct affiliation with Hedera and the number of use cases affiliated with Hedera, where there's a number of organizations across a number of industries which are affiliated with the Hedera Hashgraph network, and especially its governing council members and organizations which are leveraging the innovation. So there's not too many organizations, especially within the DLT realm, which have this degree of backing, and it adds to another attractive proposition surrounding the wider Hedera marketplace. And finally, I'd like to talk about a tweet provided by Crypto Observer on Twitter, where he actually highlighted to a number of initiatives and developments involving Hedera and the US government, where the tweet actually read how Hedera is also responding to requests for information from various government agencies with the hopes of further educating policy makers. So a number of requests for information have actually been put forward by a number of branches of the US government, including the White House, the US Treasury, the Department of Commerce on developing a framework for competitiveness in digital assets, the US Treasury, and other aspects within the US marketplace. So it goes to show how the US marketplace and the US government is becoming fully aware of the benefits Hedera provides, and this is the main reason as to why these branches of the US government are reaching out to Hedera for their expertise and also conducting their own research surrounding the benefits Hedera could provide, and as a result, these branches of the US government and other services across the wider US marketplace could leverage Hedera's services. So another exciting initiative, and I haven't really come across this development before, so thank you for Crypto Observer for highlighting this, and very big for Hedera, very, very big. And I can link this article in the description below so you can have a deeper look into what this initiative will involve and how the US government, the branches of the US government, may choose to leverage and incorporate and utilize Hedera's services. So very exciting all around for Hedera and potentially for HBAR token holders. What are your thoughts on Hedera? Are you excited about Ghana potentially using HBAR? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.